Welcome to Dire Gold Prospecting. This is a Sunday morning and we are going out to enjoy some of Ohio's beautiful springtime weather. Yep, it's raining. By the time I get where I'm going, I think the rain's supposed to slack up a little bit from the looks of the radar. So we might get to pull a little bit of material. I figured I'll suit up, rain suit, jacket, and waders. I want to go back and do some testing, and we might actually have enough water flow to run the bazooka that we just picked up a couple days ago. And I want to play around with the blue bowl this evening at the house. Comforts of home. But yeah, I didn't bring that Trinity pan. I did find a couple videos on YouTube, and I did feel like messing with it. Please feel free to leave any comments if anybody's actually used one. I kind of tinkered around with it a little bit yesterday for a few minutes, and yeah, it looks like it'd be good to catch the black sand in the end that's got the little sluice section, but not for sure how to get the black sand and the gold out of that. You know, to get that back up, out, over into the pan. So it'd almost be use that, concentrate it down, and then have to throw it into another pan to finish it out. But I'll bring this video back up when we get to where we're going. Thanks for watching. Well, we are down at the creek, and it is swollen. We actually need to get over here. So, I'm wondering if we can do a Pioneer Poly transport. Why not? Let's give it a try. Well, that worked. Didn't think it would. But we are across the creek. Let's go see if we can't find us some shiny yellow. We'll be back. Well, we're at the first spot I'm going to test. We're pretty good ways from where we've been running. But everything, it's a pretty steep drop. Right here is probably about 4 foot higher than where I'm standing. And it's just continuous drop all the way down through there. We got a lot of big boulders in here, a lot of pieces of bedrock down in there. We're going to try that. You can see the pieces here. Big boulders down in the ground. But we got these big pieces of bedrock here. And we got a whole piece of a tree here working as a ripple when the water's up a little higher. We're going to kind of test in behind it. And we'll try to pull some of this material out of here. And see if it ain't catching any gold, because it seems like the bulk of the flow normally goes that way. So let's see if we can't find any yellow. Well, there's a lot of sediment back in here. It wasn't really holding a lot of gravel unless it's further down. We used the hand dredge, pulled a little material out of there. Didn't find anything. Hand dredged out about a foot right here. Looked like really good gravel. Didn't find any color at all. Then we turned around over here, which is kind of back behind this bedrock, but it's normally the outside of the bend. Took one little shovel off the top, and I found my first color, which I don't know if the camera will pick it up. There it is. So that's our first color for the day. We just need to see if we can find a spot. My goal was to see if there's a concentration of it up further or if it's all down about midways where the creek kind of flattens out. So as of right now, we're not at the best start. I'm about to venture up in there a little bit to try that. I'm going to try a couple spots around these. But we're still in the quartz, that's for sure. Rose quartz, rose quartz. That's a big piece of quartz. Bedrock next to quartz. This is definitely probably all glacial till. Because I actually took a, like where this is eroding off the side, halfway down I was walking out and just decided, well, I'm going to knock a little bit off the top and pan it out and found a few micros in it. So all the dirt actually is containing something. So I'm going to mosey on up. See if we can't find us some more. A little disappointed with up in here. Right there is the only spot that I've found any color whatsoever, which was just one little flake. Tried all along the bottom of this, back and behind here. Where the water's coming down here, there was a couple pockets up underneath these. Tried there. Where the water's coming down here, I can tell a lot of big gravel down in there. Pulled some of the material out around the gravels. Nothing. But on this big piece of bedrock, I just happened to look over and I see crevices. And this is more toward the center of the creek, so the water is going to come up over it this way. I cleared some of the stuff out. It does have some hard packed sand and stuff down in there. I'm going to see if I can't pop a couple of these open and scrape them out. I knew I brought a bar for a reason today. Well, let's see if there's anything in here. It might be a waste of time, but we'll give it a try. I got a lot of this crevice cleaned out. Had to bust part of this rock up out of there. But zero color. So I'm going to continue to go up just a little ways, take a couple more test pans, and then I'm heading back downstream. There's a ravine that cuts up this way. I might check up in there a little bit. But I see some really nice, looks like moss-covered bedrock up here. So I'm going to take a little adventure. This is as far as I went the last time I was in. Let's see if there's anything up there. That's why they call this prospecting and not mining. So hopefully we can find this concentrated spot. If not, I know where there's one that way, and I'm going to go run a little bit through the bazooka. We'll be back. Now we're back at my dam. I got to reset it. I threw it in there, got it set up. Run into it for about 5 minutes. Pulled it up, double check. Got color there. Nice flake there. There's still some under the black sand. But I don't know where the gold's originating from up in there. I know the gravel's more hard packed down in here. And this seems to be where I found the most. So I got plenty of ground down in here to work. It'll take me a while to get all this up through here. But, yep, I'm going to get this thing tweaked back in, get the water going over it right, and we'll see if we can't get a little bit of color and get a little bit of cons to take home to mess around with the blue bowl tonight. So, we will be back. Well, I've been working this hole, which is normally where I got my pump pulling water from. I cleared it out a little bit and I started using it for the pump, and then I started digging this way. Well, I started digging it out, started pulling up a lot of big cobble and stuff, and then I finally hit the clay about another 12 inches down. So I wanted to know, because I was finding decent gold my first cleanup on the box. Now what's in here right now is going home, and we're going to play around with the blue bowl tonight. But I'll show you what I got in the snuffer bottle right now. But I wanted to know what was under the clay, because there's a pretty thick clay layer. As you can see, the bank is pretty much all clay. But I punched through it. I run a few shovels through. Well, I took about a half of a shovel full, and it was a lot of clay still. Threw it in the pan. Plenty of black sand. One nice flake, and I'm getting into pyrite. I have one little micro wash down in here, but that was out of about a half a shovelful. So I think we're on the gold still, and it might actually get better below the clay in this spot. Because, like I said, all these hills are nothing but glacial till. This is where the glaciers stop. So I'll be really excited to get an actual dredge nozzle in that hole. But I'm going to run a little bit more, pull the box up, take a little bit of the heavier, or the bigger stuff off the top, and I'll throw it in the bucket and we'll play with the blue bowl when we get home. That might not be in this video because this one's starting to get a little long. But I'll be back here shortly. Well, like I said, I'd show what little bit of gold that I got in that first initial bazooka cleanup, which, like I said, I just ran a few minutes. Ooh, focus. It's nice gold. And I've got my cons in the bucket. But, like I said, thanks for watching Dire Gold Prospecting. I'm going to give a little bit of shout out to some of the new up-and-coming YouTube prospectors, and some of the ones that's helped me along the way over the last few years at the end of this video. So please check out their channels. Like, subscribe, man. And everybody, keep it yellow.